Hello, my name is Holly from My Daily Haze. Thank you for joining me today. First and foremost, I said the wrong date last month. Sorry. That tells you how far behind the times I was. Today is July 17th, Wednesday of 2024, and let's start talking about cross stitch. First project I'll be talking about is Christmas Scene, Santa and Animals, by artwork by Dakota Detweiler, charted by Charting Creations, and stitched on 22 count hardanger. And I'm currently at 9.49%. I'm almost to the end here. Since I've gotten back from Switzerland, I've been plugging along at it quite well. And this bit here is like a stump behind the tree where the deer is sitting next to. And it's got lots of greens, different colors. It's quite nice. And I've been, I guess because I didn't cross stitch while I was in for a whole week. It hasn't happened in a very long time. Since I've been back from Switzerland, I've been really putting a lot of stitches in on not a lot. I've been putting stitches in this almost every day, thankfully. There for a while, I wasn't able to stitch much, so I'm happy to get back and start doing it. I'm looking forward. I know it's quite a while. Probably got another week and a half, 2 weeks before I get to the bottom. But I'm happy to be able to have the bottom to look forward to. And next I'll be talking about is Mini Serenity Lane, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. It's a Dona Gelsinger. And it's stitched on 28 count, even read. It's currently at 3.18%, and I am almost to the bottom with this one. And I forgot to say, I'll put the picture up, but this is coming along. This is a bit of confetti here. Today I worked on both of this one and Santa this morning. Well, today it's now 1:45, but I've worked on both of them. But they were both little stinkers with lots of confetti. But I'm trying to. I'm not always going to do it, but I'm trying to put 100 stitches in on both of them at the moment. How long that lasts, I don't know, but I am pleased with the progress that I've had so far. The next one is a Storykeep Tiki Beach. And it's currently at 6:24. I haven't worked on this one today, and I am doing my best to get this one done. There we go. It's a long one there. I think I'm about halfway here. I'm almost around halfway, I think. I remember seeing the halfway mark. So that's good. I'm progressing. I just want to get this one done. As much as I'm enjoying the stitching process and I enjoy the picture, Santa and Animals is nowhere near done. It's going to take a long time to do. And Mini Serenity Lane, due to the count, I'm really struggling with the count at the moment because when I was working on Tranquil Tulips. I was working on it almost exclusively. My eyes became very accustomed to the 28 count. So by the end of it, I was flying through it. It was, except for when I was working with the really dark colors. But for Serenity Lane, not working on it for quite a while, I've had to get my eyes adjusted again. So that's what I've done. And I still have, this is the third column I'm going on right now. So I think it's 15 columns in total, so I've got 12 and a half columns left to do, but hopefully I can just tick along and get this done soon. And I actually touched my Bucilla tiny stockings ornaments, and I was working on Where is he? Oh, this one. I've finished him. Now, normally when I finish one of these, I immediately start another one. But once I was done, I was just like, I'm done. And I'm now in a quandary of which one I'm going to stitch next. While I was away, I was doing these socks, and most of this was, I started the socks before, the toes before I left. They're being stitched on the driftwood needles. I didn't have any problem going through customs with them. Not a problem at all. I'm planning to try, I'm hoping to try some my blunt metal ones. I won't use the sharp ones, but I'll use the blunt metal ones next time with the plastic cord and see if I can get through those. But I'll have a spare of these just in case, so if my needles get sick. But I just want to see. My only problem with these is I was terrified they were going to break. And I was just thinking, the flight was relatively short, a couple of hours to Switzerland, so it wasn't a problem. I love the colors. This is Woolly Mama Yarns. I don't remember the color of it at the moment. Let's see. Where is it? There we go. That is Tropico. Isn't it colorful and very, very tropical and colorful? I did muck up on the heels because I was, there were 6 of us adults. My son, obviously we were there for our son, and then his lady's parents were there as well. So there was 6 of us adults, and there wasn't very much room. I'm glad I didn't take my cross stitch because there wasn't very much room, and very little comfortable seating. Yeah, there was like a comfortable seating for 3. Anyway, there was a lot of chatting and stuff, and I lost my place on my heels, but they'll do. I'm not worried about it at all. They still they look like a heel. So messing up on them a couple times wasn't so bad. And because I was afraid that I was going to run out of stitching, and I didn't want to get stuck on the heel, I went and because I'd already memorized it from the first set of doing these heels. I put the other heels in because both of the socks I'd sped through these and sped through the foot of these, and I was just like, I started some toes of another pair of socks because doing the toes, the heels, and binding off the cuff, those are all things that I really need to have some peace and quiet to do, and I didn't want to be trying to do this in a plain seat, squished up in plain seat with lots of other people going past and stuff. So I just wanted some plain knitting, and then I started the cuff on this when I came back home. But so hopefully I can get these 2 pairs done, and I'll have the cuffs, and then I've got 2 other socks on the go. A pair for my husband and another pair. But anyway, the Switzerland trip. Going out there was super easy. We picked up we rented a car while we were there. Never mind the fact that, for 6 adults, we did need another car, and my husband and I like to have a vehicle accessible that we can go out and about. We did get a dash cam. My husband gave it to me as a gift so I could get some footage. It's a lot of footage, and I don't know when I'll be able to take it off of the little mini card that it's on and get it edited. I do have photos as well that I took with my phone, so I will put some of the photos on the back of this. I took dozens and dozens and dozens of photos, but Switzerland is absolutely heavenly beautiful, absolutely stunning. The people were pleasant. They were very nice. The first evening we were there, I walked out up to the hill and along what they call a ski. It's a ski in, ski out kind of area. Very popular cross country skiing and mountain skiing, I guess, area. A very popular skiing area. Whatever kind of skiing they do, because I've never been skiing, I wouldn't know. But there's a track beside the chalet, and we were able to walk up the hill And then as you went over the crest of the hill, there was a bench just along the way, and you overlooked the valley, and you had the mountains arranging around the side of you. But it was, and all the cattle, and well, not just the cattle, the sheep and the goats, they all have bells on the neck, so it just sounds like fairy bells all the time. It's such a musical, enchanting, magical kind of experience listening to all the different bells on the animals. And then you have churches, and the chalet where we're staying, the family owned a little local church, and I never did get a chance to go in. I wasn't able to go on the few times it was open, but I didn't go in. I was able to go around the outside, and I've got photos of that. But you hear the bells ringing as well, which was lovely. The weather was lovely. And the 4th of July was great. My husband took me up Immenmont Mountain towards Museg. I don't know how you pronounce it, but we went up to this little pub restaurant kind of thing near the top of the mountain, and we had lunch outside overlooking the valley. My husband and I, on the 4th of July, I did 4 walks over to that bench that day, because it was just so beautiful. It just repletes your soul with just such peace. It was so beautiful. I've got quite a few photos, and we went to Lake Tan on the Friday, and we found a lakeside parking area, and like a little park area with a toilet, and my husband put his hook in, but there was no fish in there. But there was very few, and he didn't catch anything. But he was happy enough. He was able to got a bit of a sunburn that day. But it was absolutely exquisite. And we went, then my son and his lady, or my son and his wife, and her parents, we met them, and then we went for just appetizers and a drink on the side of it's closer into the castle and stuff, not on the side of the river, and it was a lovely experience. We had a couple of days of rain. Then my son, for just trying to think, Thursday, Friday, Saturday it rained. Thursday was cloudy. Sunday it was cloudy. So it was, but it was good for my son, because he's a stocky young man. Not stocky. He's a solid. Most runners are whipcord, right? They're very, very slim. Whereas my son, he's quite muscular, so he retains his heat. So when he runs, like when he ran the half Ironman in Oman, he overheats very easily. So he's even though he's living in the desert, he doesn't have the physique to be comfortable in the desert, especially when he's doing extreme sports, whatever. But for my son, who retains heat very well, swimming in the glacial lake wasn't a problem. I think it's a glacial runoff, so the water wasn't super cold, but it was cold enough that loads of people, dozens of people literally had to be pulled from the water, because they were just they got into trouble. So out of the 2,000 people that started the race, 35% of them, it's almost a little less than 1,300 people actually competed in the race, which is sad, because it takes, my son prepared for this race for 18 months. So it's, people that do these kind of things, it does take a lot of time and effort to do it. So it's sad when they fail to complete it. But anyway, my son completed it. He did really well, because what I was trying to explain is because he's so muscular. he's like 6'1", 6'2" or something. He's quite a muscular, big guy. So for him the swim was fantastic. And then came, let me see, the swim is, I was going to tell you, the race is a total of 140.6 miles of swimming, cycling, and running. And that is 226.3 kilometers. I kept getting them confused because I told somebody it was 180 miles, but it's not 180 miles. It was the cycling bit was 180 kilometers, not miles. The cycling bit was 112 miles. Yes, miles up mountains and down. I think it was 3,000 meters that they went up and down. This mountain, so it was a stroke. Anyway, and it was a marathon at the end. So they did 26.2 miles or 42.2 kilometers. So it's a long day. 226.3 kilometers in total, 140.6 miles in total. So yes, it was a long day. He had a super long day. We were very proud of him, and we were very grateful to be there to cheer him on. And as he was running past, he'd come and give us a hug, and we made signs, and her parents made, there was a joke. My son had gone out with his father-in-law and other family members, and they were coming back from a football game, and he'd ordered a burger, and the girl called out. It was time for his burger. When his burger was ready, the serving lady called out, and she went, "Oi, porn tash, come get your burger." So it's because he's got this mustache, this very hefty mustache, and that's what this lady called him. So it's a joke in their family now, and so they wrote that on their signs. Of course, we're just like, "Yay, go Jake!" Anyway, it was a lovely experience, all told, and we're very grateful to be there. Switzerland was absolutely stunning. We ended up staying all of our time in Switzerland. I'm going to try my best. I'll put some of the photos and a little bit of video on the end of this. I don't know if I won't get it published today because I've got so many things to kind of put together, and I'm going to try to, I don't know if I'll publish the dash cam separately and just say Switzerland dash cam. Whoever the lady it was that posted on Facebook about enjoying my videos, I really appreciate it, and thank you very much for mentioning me. That was really sweet of you. And from that one post, I've received quite a few people to come visit my channel, and I really appreciate it. And I'm hoping that you have a fantastic day. I had made a note before I left. That's why I looked over here. I made a note that I was going to say thank you, especially to the lady. I'm not on Facebook, but a friend of mine sent it, said, "Look, you got mentioned." And I was like, "Oh, bless you." It kind of made me tear up a bit. It was really sweet. Anyway, since I'm done waffling, I am wishing you a fabulous, fabulous July. I hope to visit with you soon. Keep stitching, keep smiling, and have a fantastic day. Bye. much.